Today's the day we're gonna go on these colonies and see how the queen acceptance was on the 7 queens that we put in here last weekend from Nature's Image Farm. My good friend Greg Burns up there. If you'll remember, last weekend, Eric Varnum from Spirited Toad came over here. He's from over in Georgia and helped me out some. We got some colonies set up for queen introduction. We went through all these colonies up here and checked them out. It was a good day. We got a lot done. A week ago today on Saturday, I came out here and put the queens in here in cages with candy. And today we're going to see how they're doing. Today is October 7th. It's a beautiful morning. We had a little rain come through last night. It's cooled down. I think it was 68 degrees here in Ozark, Alabama. If you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you'll know that I've been really trying to get these bees up here, I would say, fixed a little bit genetically. They've been pretty feisty and spicy, some good, rugged, solid bees, but man, they've been kind of cranky. And so I'm trying to fix that situation up here. I'm sitting right here on these colonies. These 2 right here, a couple we're going to go into, and they haven't even been after me at all. You see them flying around me, but they haven't even been aggressive at all. So let's break into these 2 right here to get started, get this thing kicked off, and let's just see how this queen acceptance has been. We put about a gallon of food in here in this bucket feeder, and they've consumed a fair amount of it, not all of it though. There is a little bit of a fall flow coming in, I think. The bees so far looking down in the hole here look pretty calm. Be real gentle here. Let's just see if we can find the queen in here. See how they're doing. I'm not wearing my jacket today. Just got this veil on. Veil from Humblebee. I kind of like these veils right here. Just going to kind of try to get on into the colony a little bit here. There is some space. There's a little bit of nectar or syrup in there. That's good. Let's see if we can find her. Hope we can. I hope she's doing well and alive. I want to see some eggs. There's a queen cell right there. All right, I don't think she's been released yet. So we're about to release her. They've about got her dug out of there, but let's just see how they react when she comes out. There she goes. Queen number 77. Bees are not at all concerned about her. There she is right here. Surprised she wasn't released. But she is now. The bees are not attacking her at all. They're not at all concerned about her. She looks like she's about ready to lay an egg. She's drinking. She's getting some nectar right there. She must be hungry. Yeah, see, they're just checking her out there. They seem pleased with her. So I'm just gonna put this back down in there, let them do their thing. There are no eggs that I can see or anything in there, so that makes sense since she hasn't been able to lay. They had that 1 queen cell made, but there's no other emergency queen cells that I can see. She's right here. I expect her to, yeah, see, they're caring for her already. They're starting to jump on her and care for her. They're not attacking her at all. Let them do their thing. I'm gonna make sure there's no more queen cells in here. I'm gonna break that 1 down that I saw. I definitely don't want them to do anything that's gonna jeopardize her acceptance. Here's the queen cell right here that they made, just 1 in the entire colony, so it's got a larva in it. So we're just gonna eliminate that so they don't have a choice, hopefully, but to keep the new queen that's in there. So let's just close them up and we'll check back after a while, in a few days and just see how she's doing. Okay. Let's see what this hive is up to now. They've been a little more feisty in the past. We eliminated this queen specifically because of their attitude. They once again have consumed a fair amount of the sugar water, though not all of it. Greg had that feeder set up, I think, to trickle feed, which is good. A little bit of sugar coming in, hopefully keeps them calm. And hopefully these bees won't be too cranky. I really don't want to put my jacket on, but I will if I have to. Yep, I already got stung in the wrist. So it might be a wise thing to put a jacket on, but I'm gonna go ahead and try anyway and see what happens. All right, girls, just let me work with you. This is the 1 colony I think that's Might give me some trouble attitude-wise because they have been mad. They've been mean. So I'm going to take a frame out over on the edge here so they'll create some room for us to get in the middle. Let's see if we can find the queen. When we made the splits back in July, many of these colonies were pretty darn weak. We did that on purpose. It kind of humbled them and everything, and they've been building back up. Putting some nectar or syrup right there, so that's good. But these colonies aren't going to have a huge population. Ouch. Yeah, they got me again. They're not really getting aggressive towards me though. Just hoping they'll let me get through here without needing to put my jacket on, dang it. Question for you, what do y'all think? Sometimes I've noticed it seems like as soon as you put a new queen in, even a fairly aggressive or defensive hive will, yep, she's still in there too. Will calm right down, and sometimes it just takes the genetics changing over for that to happen. And these bees, I don't know, well the queen's not released, but we're going to release her like the other one and see how the bees react towards her. Come on out, girl. It's just taking them a little while to get released. I'm not sure if the candy was a little hard or what the deal is, but see, she's roaming around. The bees are not after her at all. They're totally fine with her. Starting to, that bee right there looks like she's going to feed her, trying to feed her or at least communicate with her. How about that? She looks happy. I think she's going to do fine. That's queen number 79. I'm not sure if you can see the number on her there. But she has also put her head in a cell. She's drinking some, looks like she's drinking some nectar or syrup there. Looks like they've accepted her. They were just taking their time getting her released, and so that's good. Just want to make sure we don't have any, yep, they're getting after me now. There's a queen cell. Need to break down right there. But it's been chewed out from the side, which is interesting. Yeah, there's the larva. Yeah, this is queen cell right there. Destroy any queen cells. Oh, there's another queen in here. Got us a little virgin queen. That's the problem right here. Get rid of her. That's weird. Wonder if they had a queen cell that was in there that I didn't see when we made the split. There's a little queen right there. I'm gonna get rid of her because I don't want these aggressive genetics. But they are perfectly happy with this queen from Greg. They're not at all aggressive towards her right here. So hopefully they'll go ahead and accept her. Wow, I'm glad I saw that other queen. It is what it is now. We're just going to have to see what happens and let it roll. Hive number 3. While I'm opening this up, last night I was at a football game in Strawn, Alabama, high school game, and I met a viewer to the channel. His name was Kenny, I believe, from over in Andalusia, Alabama. So Kenny, if you're watching this, it was nice to meet you, man. Congratulations on the win against my team. You guys just outplayed us last night. Bees seem pretty calm. I just love going in a beehive and checking out a colony of honeybees. It's just the coolest thing. Yep, she's in the cage still too. So if you're not familiar with queen introduction, they usually put a candy plug in here that the bees can chew through to get to the queen and release her. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but they almost have it down. I mean, there's probably, you can tell there's not very much candy left. They just haven't quite got her released yet. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because the longer it takes to release her, the more used to her pheromones they'll get. But she's in there, she's healthy, she's moving around, so we're gonna release her, see how they react. There she is, she just popped out. She's right here. And they're not jumping on her. If they didn't like her, they would be jumping on her and trying to, what they call ball her, or kill her. But right here, she's communicating with that worker bee, if you can see that. I'm not sure what they're saying to each other, but they are communicating. That's pretty cool. The other bees are coming to check her out, so I think we're gonna be in good shape. Once again, isn't that cool how they're just talking to each other right there somehow? Bees are cool, man, they're amazing. The first one was 77, the second one was 79, and the third one was 78. And here is queen number 75, number 74, and number 73. So these two right here we set up with double screen boards. I've never really used that technique before. If you'll remember, what we did was we put the queen down below, Made sure we had plenty of bees and brood up top. We directed the entrance to the back right here. And so hopefully they're doing good. We put the queen in the top box. You wouldn't expect the population over here to be huge because some of the foragers flew back and went to the bottom box below, but I think there are plenty of bees in here to do okay. All right, they actually built a little queen cell right here, which we will destroy, as well as we've open fed them. They have released this queen. She is no longer in the cage, which is what you typically see after a week. Let's see if we can find her. Mainly want to see some eggs, and I do. It's going to be real hard to see on the camera, probably not able to see it because of the way the sunlight is right now, but there are eggs all through here, which means we have a queen laying in here, and it pretty much has to be the new queen from Nature's Image Farm because this box was queenless. There she is, I see her. Well, that red dot really stands out. She's right here. This is number 75, and she is just happy as she can be. She's working, and I see her abdomen looks a little bigger than the others because she's been out working here for a little while, so they've been feeding her and she's building back up. I imagine those other 3 queens are going to fatten right up too as they get out and get busy. Okay, here's number 74, another double screen board here. And I wrote right here, Greg Queen 729, that was last year, so this one already had either one of Greg's queens in it or a daughter of one of his queens, and so they've been pretty darn good bees. This queen has been released as well. Let's see if we can find her. Well, I do see some eggs and milk brood, very young larvae in here, so they must have released her pretty quick and let her get busy. Oh yeah, we got eggs. She's in here somewhere. There she is. Beautiful queen from Greg Burns at Nature's Image Farm. Look how pretty she is, man. This is queen number 74. All right, that's all I gotta see. This colony's set up for success, I do believe. And here's number 73. Now this colony right here we requeened primarily because they were a little bit feisty, so let's see if we can avoid a jacket, but they may get after me. Smoke them like crazy. Ouch. Ooh. I put my finger on one and she got me. Ouch. All right, right there on the tender spot on my finger. This is actually a honey super here on the top, so I'm gonna have to set it off. That's heavy. Okay, on this frame right here, I'm seeing eggs on this side and eggs everywhere on this side, and lo and behold, there's Pretty Mama right there. Number 73. She is right here. Boy, she's a pretty one. So right now we're 6 for 6. Look at how pretty she is, and she is just working up a storm. Greg, if you're watching this, man, I'm excited. 6 for 6. Boy, wouldn't it be something if we could go 7 for 7. These worker bees are Michael Palmer worker bees because this, I think, this colony had a Michael Palmer queen in it. Pretty sure. They're beautiful dark bees. They're super calm. Look at how calm they are. That queen is in there. They didn't release her. She is still, actually, I think she's dead. Yeah, this queen has passed away, so this queen is no longer a queen. I spoke too soon. They have chewed her up. Queen number 76 did not make it for some reason. I don't know what happened. Darn it. Well, we're 6 for 7. Can't be too upset about that. I wonder what happened to her. We don't really have any drones up here to speak of. So I think I'm going to go ahead and destroy these 2 cells and just recombine this colony with the original colony. Let me show you how I'm going to do that real quick. I don't think I really have a choice. If we had a bunch of drones and stuff up here, I might give it a go, but this late in the season, it's just not probably a smart idea to try and get queens mated. Okay, so I got the beetle blaster in here. Put this on top. Then all I'm going to do is simply move the frames up, put them in the green box, and we'll double stack it. Just recombine the colony. Very simple. 6 for 7 is not bad. It's not 7 for 7, but man, it's a pretty darn good take. This colony will have a chance to grow now with this Michael Palmer queen in here. What'd y'all think of this? Leave some comments down below. Y'all take care and we'll catch you next time.